Hello and welcome to the Ask Steph Show. Today's question comes from Gina. She just had a baby, so she asked me how she can work out when she has less time than she used to have. Well, that's a great question because I do have a lot of new moms as my clients, and you know what? We have to be flexible and we have to put together programs for them that are going to be the most time efficient. Because obviously when you have a newborn baby, or if you're have a few kids already, you're going to have less time to go to the gym and invest many hours each week to get in your workouts. So it is completely reasonable to figure out how to work out more time efficiently. You just have to know how to do it. So there are 3 things that will help you work out in less time. Number 1 is learning how to do supersets. So a superset is where you alternate 2 different exercises back to back, and therefore you're taking less rest breaks. So say for example, I want to do bicep curls and tricep dips, okay? Now a typical workout, you might go in, you might do your bicep curls for a set, take a 30-second rest break. Bicep curls for a set, take a 30-second rest break. And then another bicep curls for a set. So from there, that might take you 4 or 5 minutes to get through the bicep curls, and then you start your tricep dips and do 4 or 5 minutes of that. Well, if you're someone who doesn't have as much time to spend in the gym, you might want to superset those 2 exercises and alternate them back to back without any rest break. Yeah, it's going to make it harder on you not having that time to rest, but you're going to get through the set quicker and you're really going to feel that muscle burn. So in order to superset those, you do something like doing your bicep curl, tricep dips, then take a rest break. Bicep, tricep, rest, bicep, tricep, rest. And so therefore, instead of having six rest breaks, you only had 3 because you combined those 2 exercises. So coming up with efficient supersets is going to help you get through your workouts quicker while still hitting those muscles in different ranges of motion to really work the muscles to their maximum potential. So coming up with supersets that hit the muscle in a lengthened position, a mid-range, and a shortened position while doing all these supersets to hit each body part that you want to hit that day takes some thinking, but it's possible if you invest the time to learn the anatomy, the actions, and the range of motion of each muscle group. Then you can put together a really awesome and efficient program. If you need help with that, I do put together training programs. They can be one-on-one personalized, or I do group training where you can get the same program all my other girls get each month, and those are pretty affordable. So check it out at beautifultothecore.com/coaching, and you can apply there and start getting my training programs. They're really awesome because not only do I practice what I preach and I actually go in and do those workouts and make sure that they are time efficient and effective, but as a doctor of physical therapy, I can really make sure that I have these programs written to a T and are going to work each muscle group optimally. Another thing that's awesome at saving time in the gym is doing what we call time under tension training. Now, what that means is you're training the muscles with them being under tension more than they're being under no tension. So I like to use the bicep curl as an example. Okay, so you've got the dumbbell, you're holding the dumbbell down, you're curling it up, and you're curling it down. Well, what did you just do? You got 1 second of a muscle contraction, 1 second as it elongated, and then you are resting. So if you do 10 of those, you're going to get about 20 seconds of the muscle being under tension. However, if you slow it down and use time under tension techniques, you can actually get 40 to 50 seconds of that muscle being under tension. And as a result, you're going to fatigue quicker because you're really going to feel it. You're going to build the muscle more effectively, and you won't have to spend 4 or 5 sets on an exercise, because with the time under tension, you really only need to do a couple sets. So the way that would look is you'd start low and you'd come up for 1 second, and then you'd go down for 4 seconds. 2, 3, 4. Up 1, down 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1, down 1, 2, 3, 4. No rest period where you're just hanging out at the bottom with no tension. No rest period up here where you're just hanging out with no tension. You're keeping that bicep muscle under tension the entire 5 seconds. 1 going up, 4 going down. So if you do 10 reps of that, that's 50 seconds that you've put that bicep muscle under tension and grown it, which is freaking awesome, because then you've just gone from taking 20 seconds to 50 seconds of muscle tension. And right there, you're going to see better results by doing a workout with that muscle under tension than you did just doing a typical workout flying through the motions. The last tip I have for those of you that are limited on time is you've got to choose the exercises that are going to give you more bang for your buck. So if you don't have much time to work out, I'm not going to have you go into the gym and just do bicep curls, tricep presses, wrist curls. No, because that's only isolating one muscle group for each exercise. No, I'm going to send you into the gym and you're going to do exercises that work multiple muscle groups at a time. And we call those compound exercises or compound movements. So for example, if you were to go in and do a squat, the squat is not working just one muscle group, like the quadriceps. It's actually working your entire lower body, the quads, the hamstrings, and the glutes primarily. So you can go in and get an awesome workout and do mostly compound exercises and go out having a total body workout done. Or you can go in and just do your bicep, tricep isolated exercises. You're going to burn less calories, burn less fat, and you only hit a few muscle groups. So compound exercises are the way to go. They're much more effective. They are much more time efficient. To name a few examples, you guys get an idea what those are. Squats is obviously what comes to mind first, but exercises like deadlifts are really awesome. Bench press is really awesome because it hits the triceps as well as the chest. In addition, doing lunges is good. I hope that helped. One more thing before I go is I want to talk about cardio real quick, because a lot of women who don't have much time to do cardio freak out because they're like, I don't have time to go do my 3-mile runs every day anymore, but I need to get cardio. I have to have cardio. I won't survive without it, And I used to be in that mindset too. It took me a while to get over it, but now that I am, I've realized lifting is the way to go, you guys. If you want to put on muscle, if you want to burn fat, lifting weights is going to be more effective. Just doing cardio, it's not going to get you what you want, and it's freaking boring. So you guys try and focus on lifting. If you do want to do cardio, if you are having a plateau in your progress or you need to get burn fat quicker, then choose HIIT, which stands for high intensity interval training. And what that means is you alternate high intensity with low intensity over and over, and that can be done much quicker. Say I were to go on like a 3-mile run, just kind of like a nice jog pace, I'd come back and I'd be just fine. I could have a conversation, wouldn't be out of breath, and I would just feel like, yeah, I worked out, but nothing crazy, Whereas HIIT, when you finish just 5 or 10 minutes of HIIT, you will be so out of breath, you'll feel like you're going to pass out, and you will not be able to hold a conversation with anyone. And that is going to 100% exertion. And you know what you're going to get as a result of that? You're going to get probably around 8 times more effective fat burning results from HIIT than you did with steady state cardio like running or elliptical, where you stayed at a steady pace and didn't really exert yourself past like 50% exertion. So with the HIIT, you want to alternate high intensity, which means you're going 100% all out, with low intensity, which is very minimal, like 25% exertion. So an example, one of my favorites is doing dead mills, which is hopping on the treadmill, not turning it on, you're leaving it off, grab those handles, and you start sprinting, and you're turning the treadmill belt because you're sprinting. It's not turned on and going on its own. So you want to sprint all out 100%. It's hard to get that thing moving. You're going to do that for like, say, 15 seconds. And then you're going to hop off. You're going to walk nice and slow. Take it easy for 45 seconds. You do the HIIT, high intensity again for 15 seconds. Hop off. Take it easy for 45 seconds. And you could do 4, 5, 6 rounds of that, whatever you are able to do, until you feel like you're done. You literally cannot move anymore. And that's what HIIT is. It's a lot more time efficient. Only takes me 5 to 10 minutes to get it done, and I only have to do it 1, 2, maybe 3 times a week, depending on where I'm at to reaching whatever goals they have at the time. Much more effective. If you had known me when I was 20 years old, I was running 50 miles a week, okay? That means I was spending 1 to 3 hours a day outside running. And who has time for that anymore? It's just not possible, and all it's doing is breaking down all that muscle that you've worked so hard to put on. So, you guys, dump the cardio, dump the steady state cardio, switch to HIIT. That is the time efficient way to get cardio in. So that's all for today. If you guys want any more information about how to work out effectively and HIIT, I have tons of information like that in a lot of my old articles on my website, which is beautifultothecore.com. And when you go there, make sure you subscribe so that you can submit questions to the Ask Steph Show here, and I will gladly answer them in future episodes. Alright, thanks so much for watching.